hilarious.
But what do you think our next evolution is in terms of the community? We're going to survive this bear, and then how do we come out the other side?
I think, well, I think a lot of people want Pulsechain to succeed a lot more than wanted Hex to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And so Hex still isn't listed properly on most ranking sites. Hex still isn't on big exchanges. Hex still isn't spoken of favorably by people that pretend to know what they're talking about. That's all opportunity. That's all gates that can only open. They can't get more closed, really. I guess they could just remove it instead of ranking it improperly, which is basically lying, I might add. Like, they're lying about its rank. It's not true. Mm-hmm. It's a lie. I think that you will have less of that in Pulsechain.
Cool.
People like free money. A lot of people are going to receive a lot of free coins. It's the world's largest free airdrop. And a lot of influencers have publicly stated that they are participating in it. So I think you're going to see a lot less gatekeeping for Pulsechain and Pulsex than you saw with Hex. That's my gut feeling.
Good. Thank you. I got one other question, and this is the only question that I think that should truly matter to an RH Maxi.
Thing.
Yes.
When Pulsechain is working every day, like Hex has been, what happens to the narrative of who Richard is? Is Richard the guy that raised $27 million for charity, or is the guy that spends the most on luxury goods, or is he the guy with the free self-help books, the only self-help author with a coin that I'm aware of, or is he the guy that made Ethereum fees cheaper and did the world's largest free airdrop? And you're like, eventually they're going to have to be like, oh yeah, he's better than us. True. Because you just, or is he the guy that called the price top on the day? Like, it's, eventually the list of achievements becomes so long that you look like a raw idiot if you don't show respect, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. I have a yes/no question for you, and this is the biggest one that I could come up with. To get a yes or no from you should be the only thing on true believers' minds, and it should settle all doubt for everybody. The question is, for somebody that we trust, we believe in, is it all going to plan? That is, everything from the products that you've released, the product you've released, the projects that you're involved in, the community itself, your personal life, everything. In a yes/no, is it all going to your vision, to your plan? Even though there have been adjustments and pivots.
No.
But no, adjustments and pivots aside, is it for the most part going to plan?
Well, I mean, Hex exceeded my expectations. So, 10,000x in a year and a half. That's crazy. Before staking. Perfect, flawless operation. Even the front end never goes down. Insane. Mm-hmm. Like, wow. That's amazing. The community, like, I just saw a guy with 3 Hex tattoos, or 3 Richard Hart product tattoos. He had a Hex tattoo, a Pulse X, and a Pulsechain tattoo, full sleeve. I was like, God, okay. Wouldn't have expected that. The community does stuff that are out of the blue, like a Hex NASCAR, or those Hex Lamborghinis that raced in the GTC series in the UK. Those things looked awesome. So a lot of these things have exceeded my expectations, and then some things just took longer than even I thought. Right, like this Pulsechain software is taking longer than I thought. Now, I knew it would take longer than I thought, and I warned everyone again and again and again and again, just like Hex took longer than I thought. But it's fine. It's like, it's taking longer, but it's better. So, cool. Like, what if you're going to make things better, bear market's a great time to make things better.
Great.
But other than that, like, yeah, Hex is doing everything we dreamt it would do. We hoped it would go up 10,000x. We hoped it would be resilient in a bear market. I got to tell you, if you only look at you say, oh, it dropped 95%. Well, not if you staked it didn't. because you got 33% just on big payday, a single day, minimum. People that stake longer got more. And then, all those staking gains cancel out a lot of that dip. And there's so much. What more could you ask for than 3+ years of perfect flawless operation and a 10,000x price return before staking? I mean, with no staking, you're like the dream, right? And then to be able to buy such a performative asset at such a large dip, that's worked out very well for a lot of people in the past. So imagine if you could buy the best asset in the world for 20 times less. Sounds like it's a good opportunity, You asked a hard question, right? Like, I think we're doing very well. I think Bitcoin dropping 75, Ethereum dropping 85, and Hex dropping 95 is exactly what you would expect and hope for, pretty much.
Excellent. Well, I want to finish up with a pledge, and that is, myself and a lot of the people that have been here from the beginning have all, reached out, and they're saying to me, hey, express to Richard when you get on with him that we're all still here, we're staying the course, we're dedicated to each other and the product.
I think a lot of people are going to be here for 15 years, bro.
Yeah, well, we're committed, we're staked, so definitely we're here.
Yep.
Yeah. And by the way, as a little bit of a shill, and I just want to tell you that you've inspired me to take action to try to retain our community by giving the best, security OPSEC advice that I can muster.
Appreciate it, man, because there's a lot of people who get wrecked out there.
Yeah, I appreciate. No, thank you. But what I want to do is I want to formalize kind of the practitioners, the security practitioners that are in our community that know far more than I do. But we're going to formalize it and create an actual presence, a portal for all Pulsechans and Hexachans to make sure that they can see in a single pane of glass what we all think about whatever's happening.
Cool.
So that's my
Sounds
thing.
good.
It's called B9, by the way.
All right. Be careful, because no one's going to know whether it's a single B or BE or BEE. Be careful with homophones.
It's a single B and a number 9. It's B9.
All right. Oh,
but thank you for the
benign,
marketing
like
advice.
not harmful.
That's correct.
I got it. Be careful with the homophones.
Right
Thank
on.
you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Papa B. And now next up, I know, Richard, that you've heard of Hex.Vision, and we have a member of the community here who's made something way more powerful, in my opinion,